What's up, you guys? This is Tasha from Brookshire Desire Podcast. Stand on it. What's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? Today is about me. Do you know how hard it was to get up here and talk about me? Me. Yes. I know you like where she's been. I know you asked the question like, what's going on? What she got to talk about this time? It ain't all about entrepreneurs. Remember, I tell you it's coming with a twist. It's coming with a twist. Okay, you about to get that quality time. You hear me? That quality time. You hear me? You about to get the tea on your girl. See, I done went through the shame and humiliation. Yup, I done been to hell and back. But this is before the storm. The name of this one is Before the Storm. Hurt. Let me tell you something. I was so excited. I was so enthused about the entrepreneurs. I did it. I did it. I quit working at the age of 40. I'm 45 now. Dang, that's my age. And I went back to work to since I've been off the podcast. But let me tell you, it was not easy, but I'm back. I'm back to my entrepreneurship. I love it. I'm gonna be working and doing entrepreneurship. But the reason why, let's go to that. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Cause I ain't gonna be up here long because I know how I am. I get so emotional. I love everybody. But I'm gonna ask my own self my own questions. Why did you stop? Life be life. Listen, you talking about I went through something. It started from family, from relationships to finances to hardships, and we hit those. As entrepreneurs, we don't know, what I'm saying? I was freshly into it. And we look at things, but we never look at the downside and the good side. It's two sides. So with entrepreneur, you do have to have some lined up. You always got to be on the go. You working for yourself. So I had a little bit of something stashed away, and so I can get myself started. And at first, it started with Brookshire. You remember at first I told you at first I thought, no, let me take that back. I'm sorry. I started off as a notary, mobile notary. That was my first business. So I like that, going around, whatever. Because I'm tell you something. If you know a good lawyer and you a notary, you in there. Just make sure you can get signed and get a contract for them. Running around doing notaries and signing paper. I'm like, oh, if that's all I mean, they pay you that much just to put your name on it, I'm gonna do it. Then I wound up trying to we went to school for this finance class. So I wound up that's how I came up with Brookshire Finance. Did that, that was going, we had started a little small call center and we got into that. When I said we, I had two business partners, I ain't gotta say their names. Doesn't matter. But let me tell you something about having partners. Just know who your partners is. Because just because you're in it don't mean they're in it. And I'm gonna just be honest. Doesn't mean because you want to do it, don't mean they're gonna do it. I've been working so much since I was young. Like I enjoyed working for myself. But the problem is when you have a partner, they got to have the same drive you got. They got to have the same drive. First partner walked out, because he already had a business. Next partner just, I don't know what happened with her, but it just wasn't there because you can do the work, but they're not doing it either. And everybody ain't on the same page. I can get up early in the morning and start it because I know what I have to do. I needed this money. Only thing I'm gonna think about, look, we could punch the clock for somebody else. For corporate, we could punch the clock for ourselves. Let's get it. And I find myself overworking. overworking myself doing their work and my work, and that wasn't gonna work. And you know how people is. I don't want to pay you if I'm doing all the work. I had to do the own marketing, I had to do my own, yeah, the own marketing, I had to do the paperwork, had to talk to the people, had to do the meetings, had to fly out. It seemed like I was the one that was doing everything. And when you start a business, just know if you go in with a partner, just know your partner. Just know what is their work ethic the same as yours. And it started from there. The storm beginning. Once the storm began, it's like I was just going like this on a roller coaster, back and forth on a roller coaster. Then of course, family, children having kids and being kicked out, and what I'm saying, you got to go save them and make sure they good. Being an entrepreneur, you can't take a break. Not like, the difference between being an entrepreneur and working for somebody. Let me get that 40 hours in. Let me get a week off and get paid for it. As an entrepreneur, you can't do that. You can't take nothing off. Nothing. Every day you don't work, every day you missing money. You got to hustle. And hustling that hustle game is real, but when you hit a lick, that's what it is. And of course, like I said, with the family, you always want your grandchildren, your children to be doing good, and you don't want to see them missing out and trying to teach them. Not only when you trying to do uh entrepreneur, when you out there doing handling your own business, you always want to try to teach your children as you go, especially about credit. And everybody know, as I say, credit always better than money. Okay. So then I believe a little bit after that, I just stopped podcasting because it's just too much. Because I wanted consistency and I couldn't give it. And then it's like every time I wanted to come back to my podcast, it's like I couldn't because it's always something. I just found out my brother just got out the hospital and he's doing good, but my understanding that he won't gonna make it when he went in there, or like to be in a coma. So when I said life be life, life be lifing, and relationships. Oh my God, I was in a, a relationship that was I thought that was good, and that hit me. That hit me to the core. So between the relationship, my family, the finances, I wound up going back to work. And then, car issues and being out here with no parents. My parents passed since I was 30, so I've been on my own anyway. But it is hard out here for a Black woman trying to get her business started. And then when you know people that do grants and stuff like that, they, whether they willing to help or overcharge, it's like our people is the worst. It's like when you ask them, it's like it's something for something. Like they don't want to help teach you. This is the reason why I did the podcast, because you got our own people won't even don't even want to share or help. And to me, I feel like I know it sounds crazy, but all the wisdom in the grave. People don't want to share information. Like, you know what I'm saying? What happens to us helping one another. People don't even want to do that no more. They don't. But yeah, this is the storm. And when I said hurt people hurt people. It could be the same person that you can be laying with every day. It could be your family, it could be your children, it could be your job. And it's like misery loves company. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, it just felt like a whole whirlwind wrapped around me. So I had to go back to the workforce field, and of course, got to punch a clock. Oh my God. I never thought I had to do that, but I got to do what I got to do. I felt like I was going into a depression, but I didn't. My aunt said something to me that made so much sense to get me back on track. First of all, I walk by faith and not by sight. Yeah, I smile, I laugh, and I keep it together. I gotta keep it together for me. I gotta keep it together for these children, these grandkids. I have to. But I found something that I enjoy, and that was this. I've been through so much in the last year and a half since I've been out the podcast world. I can't even explain it. But I'm not the one to tell my business, but I can tell you this. Depression is real. Hurt is real. I don't care. You can smile every day and people don't know what you're going through. And people, we trying to figure out how you keep it together. God. But my aunt said something to me. Matter of fact, she said it today. Whether they walk out your life, children get together or not, and whether life do be life, what's going to separate you from the love of God? Nothing. God hurt. Jesus heard it for us. So who am I? Who am I to talk about I'm hurt? Jesus did it all. And that was so a wake-up call. I'm like, Aunt Sarah. Yes, that's my Aunt Sarah. I was like, Aunt Sarah, I thank you for that. I had to keep it together. Yeah, I tend to be a little crybaby because I love so much. And I always be like, I'm that one that always want to take somebody else's pain and hurt, but no more. I don't want no more. I gotta worry about Tasha. I worry about everybody else but Tasha. I never had a chance to worry about me. But you know what? When she told me that, I had to get it together, you guys. Because I was stuck in a storm. And when I said it was raining, lightning, hailing, and everything, it felt like I had a dark cloud over me. And I gave up on all of this. I gave up. And it took a few people to get me back to where I'm at. But I thank God for them. And one thing you don't ever want to do is put anybody before your father. Not my father, no way. I don't put nobody before him, but I ain't gonna never let nobody separate me from the love of God. God is gonna always be in it. But I am human. I am human. And guess what? Your girl is back. See, I went through this and I didn't cry. I'm holding it. I'm holding them tears. But I didn't cry. I did not want to talk too much about me. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going through, because I'm sure everybody's going through something. If ain't nobody tell you today they love you, Tasha do. I'm gonna tell you something. If you got somebody, a good person in you, just think about how many good, real, true friends you have, a family member. Or if you got your parents, love on them. Cling to him, especially somebody with wisdom. He said, everything you do, you get knowledge and wisdom. Everything you get knowledge, you get wisdom. Don't ever lose that. But guess what? Your girl's back. I'm gonna talk more on what had happened, and I could talk more about what had happened within a year and a half, but it doesn't even matter because the past is behind me. Day of the new day. This is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. But I'm gonna tell you something. I am back. Your girl is back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. You hear me? I am going to get it together. I'm about to flood your timeline. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and share. But yes, I'm coming back. Entrepreneur, working a job, work-life balance is what I call it, from the 9 to 5s, because I don't like it, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Don't ever say what you won't do. Because see, I thought I would stop working at 40. I'm right back to work. But I thank God, because you got to go through something. Because if you ain't done it yourself, you can't talk. So I'm talking to them entrepreneurs out there. Y'all hustle. Y'all hustle just like I did. Hustle. Hustle. And don't ever stop until you get to the top. Until you get your goals, write your goals down, write your plans, and don't you ever let nobody separate you from the love of God. Do you hear me? And let me tell you something, as long as God is in, you're going to always go to the top. Do you hear me? Stop playing with your girl T. It is tea time. Y'all want y'all to comment. Tell me what y'all think. You understand what I'm saying? And come on, let's elaborate. I am doing a panel for anybody I mean, write a comment if you want to jump on the panel on Friday. I'm doing a live stream Friday. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and share, and also comment. Let me know if you want to. If so, I will send you a link, and we all gonna talk, because hurt is something that we should be able to, it's something you should be able to discuss. Because after the hurt and after you talk about it, you get past the shame and humiliation. What come out the humiliation? The blessing. I always remember that. After you get past, I was ashamed. I was ashamed to come up here. I was humiliated because everything that I've been through within the last year and a half. Oh my God, I won't wish that on my enemy. Do you hear me? I don't wish that on nobody but God. He poured your girl through. And I'm coming back. I'm coming back with people with that real life stories. You understand what I'm saying? Real life stories. Let me tell you something. I'm human just like everybody else. We go through something. But guess what? The goal is, if you fall down, get right back up. That is not over. He got so much better. So whatever the enemy had planned for you, you can cast that to the pits of hell. Because whatever God got for you, he got you. You got to remember that. You have to remember that, honey. You don't ever want God to take his hands off you. And depression is real. I met a few people I ran into, that was talking about they had their own was doing that. Helping people that's in depression, homeless people, stuff. But you'll see that later on this week. But I'm back. I'm back networking. Yes, I am, because I want to get this panel full. I want to do live streams, like I said, and I want to talk about work-life balance, relationships, finances, all that. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot to come. And I'll be looking forward to it. But I need y'all to comment. Yes, I held them tears. My sister always called me a crybaby. And I'm not gonna cry, because this is something I like. This is my passion. This is something I want to do. And I want to see myself grow. The same way Wendy Williams started her show, I want to do it. Oh, for all of them. I know I'm local, but I'm back. I'm back, and I'm not going anywhere. And yes, I'm gonna set up your timeline. I'm gonna be all up on Facebook, but you can always follow me at T_W Desires on Instagram, Tasha Went on Facebook. And for those that know me, you already got my number. Okay. But for anybody that want to join, or any entrepreneurs want to talk about, the how they started, what made them stop, and the things they go through. People think it's easy. Some they think it's so easy to do this. It ain't even easy to do a podcast, as they say. I mean, I want to get my own podcast. Get it. But it's not easy. It's not easy either. Everything you want, you gonna have to work hard for it. And you gotta be consistent. You have to, regardless of what life brings. Don't never let nothing steal your goals, your joy. Don't never let nothing steal none of that. But with that being said, I do need y'all to like, subscribe, and share. Is more to come. And this is talking about this subject right here is a little bit touchy, but this is my first one coming back after a year and a half, and I ain't going nowhere. So this is before the storm. This is the hurt. Tune in to part 2.